just like the monkey wrapped his tail around the flagpole. One who burned his asshole, explaining that what an asshole.
Imported. And I think that a lot of the things that we saw beginning to develop in pop music and in popular culture in general in the 60s are now very widespread. We see, for example, a general fragmentation of the very idea of art. I mean, everything is wide open. You can do pretty much anything that you can get away with, in fact. It's a question of being able to justify things, of course. And of course, we aspire to justified practice. I don't know if you know what it was like. In 1965, the Beatles were like top of the world, and everything looked possible. Absolutely everything looked possible. And it seemed even that you might even be able to import into popular music some, what would you call them, artistic ideas or some quasi-serious ideas. It didn't have to be about bubblegum and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, so I took this seriously. I took bourgeois ideology seriously.
1966年テキサス州ヒューストンで結成されたザ・レッド・クレヨラはその極端なアンチコマーシャリズムの結果たった2枚のアルバムを残して1968年に一時解散してしまった。バンドの中心的存在名誉トンプソンは70年代に入るとコンセプチュアルアートムーブメントに活動の場所を移した。その後イギリスへ渡りロンドンパンクシーンの中レインコーツ、モノクロームセットなどのアルバムプロデュースを手掛けた。またラフトレードレーベルのマネージメント活動を経て1988年にはデレック・ジャーマンの映画「ザ・ラスト・オブ・イングランド」のサウンドトラックをプロデュースした。そして90年代に入りオルタナティブ、ネオサイケ、ローファイという流れの中でザ・レッド・クレヨラは新しいオーディエンスに発見されて再びミュージックシーンによみがえってきた。
まもなく6番線に電車が参ります。危ないですから黄色い線の内側へお下がりください。
1994年10月名誉トンプソン率いる新生ザ・レッド・クレヨラは東京へやってきた。初来日である。日本のミュージックシーンにも関心の深いトンプソンは日本人アーティストのパフォーマンスを通じて現在の日本文化から何かをつかもうと積極的な交流を望んだ。もちろんザ・レッド・クレヨラのメッセージがどれだけ日本のオーディエンスに伝わるのか、そして彼らの方法論には軌道修正の必要がないのかを確認することが来日の最大の目的だった。ギターなし3本のギターとドラムスという変則的なラインナップ。ダダイズムと印象派がロックとジャズに洗脳されたようなザ・レッド・クレヨラのメッセージとサウンドが東京のアンダーグラウンドで爆発しようとしている。
Now now it's an interesting time because there's not like, for example, in 78 there was punk ideology, right? And this whole independent idea.
Right.
And if you, which was of course everything was so contradictory all the time. On the one hand, you had the Clash and these people, people are talking about honesty to the kids in the street who are signed to CBS, and the Pistols have signed 3 recording contracts with 3 of the biggest record companies in the world. The independent scene was always a stepping stone to the majors in those days.
A simple theory made cement. I know exactly what she meant. Could you begin to tell her no?
Took piano lessons when I was 11. When I was in the first band I was ever in, I was with 12 with a guy, and when I was in boarding school, I don't know when this was, 58, 59. And then went to college. Got very interested in jazz. I learned an awful lot from jazz. But technically it was just not the thing that I was interested in. I was really more interested in composing new material. I did not want to interpret more than anything. I wanted to generate material.
I love you. Shit, means I love you. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 10. I love you. Means 'cause I love you. Share la la me. I love you.
The Red Krayola is fun partly for me because, you know, somehow I had the luck never to be so successful that I got trapped. You know, it would get together and it was just that ephemeral that it would come apart. And then it would come back together again with new people and different ideas, new blood. And, you know, I mean, being an old vampire, I love new blood. Acoustic sensations, pretty much coincide. They seem fairly international to me. I'm such a nomad. I go every bloody where on earth, and it sounds quite like most cities I know. The unique things that you don't hear pachinko parlors everywhere. You don't hear Japanese everywhere.
歌詞もあるんですよ時々。でも中ではまず聞こえないし、本当はもっとクリアな歌詞も出していきたいけれども、今の携帯じゃ無理なの。いわゆるアンダーグラウンドのミュージックシーンっていうのがあって、そこにいた人たちは本当は下手でも始められるし、技術なくてもいいし、誰がやってもいいっていうパンクの頃からやってるわけだけれども。
And I think that was one of the main ideas behind pop music to begin with, was that you didn't have to be bloody Beethoven, you could anybody can stand up and have a go and put something out.
お金持ってたらちゃんとした事業を始めるとか、そういう前向きなことをやるかもしれませんね。
前向きという意味はちゃんとしたってのはどういう？じゃあ今やってることはちゃんとしてない？
してません。絵も描く時もありますし、言葉で書く時もありますし、何でもやるんですけども。全然これといって説明できるものは何にもないんですよ。一番影響を与えた人、深澤七郎ですね。
本当に終わりで、本当に終わりでさよなら。
売れようとも別に思ってないし、全然構いません。
I were making that music, the kind of things that I would be concerned about, not worried about, but concerned with, would be, what does the expression of a certain kind of language reflect, apart from something about one's individuality as a form of style.
今デスメタルとか、グランジとか変化のスピードっていうのがすごい速くなってると思うんですけども、なんていうのか、その変化のスピードを遊ぶみたいな、そういうバンドをやってみたいと思ってます。
I think that the transformations that are wrought on it here have a lot to do with the national character of Japan. Sometimes one has that perception, I would say. I don't think that's necessarily a good or bad thing. I'm not making any value judgments, and I have no idea, because I'm constantly surprised by what is viable, what people really will entertain.
Freeform freak out.
パフォーマンスピースともいえるフリーフォームフリークアウト。これは各プレイヤーが普段演奏しない楽器を使って集団即興演奏を行うという実験的な試みである。音楽をビジネスと捉える前に芸術表現の手法の一つであると考える名誉トンプソンは活動の領域を限定しなかった。そして自由な表現活動に対する欲求はジャンルを超えて膨れ上がっていった。今回はライブだけでなく学者評論家などを集めてシンポジウムを開き、文化音楽に関する自由な意見の交換も行われた。
でレッドクレオラはあるいはそのメイヨ・トンプソンはかなりその自分たちが言いたいメッセージっていうものは必ずこう伝わるかどうかは別にしてその言葉にしたいっていう部分がかなりあるんじゃないか。
Entrepreneurial pains in the ass, capitalist pawns, standing on the backs of the working classes. Three China figures their noses and their asses. Those they serve as the breeders of the masses, the bourgeoisie, the ruling classes.
日本の、伝統的な文化みたいなものっていうのはある種その沈黙の文化みたいなものは一方であるわけですね。でそれに対してヨーロッパの文化ってのはなんかその饒舌の文化みたいなものがあって、その対比みたいなもので何か理屈をこねるってのはこうできるかもしれない。でそれは僕はそういうことは一つ言えるかもしれないけれども、もう一つ大きい問題としては多分そのいまだにやはり日本の音楽の中でその言葉の持っているそのダサさの部分っていうのがやはりこうある種こうスタイルとしてはっきりあって、
18、9歳の、女の子3人組のグループです。彼女たちは、全く何に一つ楽器が弾けません。今のは1曲です。このカセットテープにはこの音以外何も入っていません。
That silence is eloquent somehow is a stoic idea. So one is negotiating one's own embeddedness. I think that it's a good idea to spring oneself from one's historical embeddedness, but it has a price to cut yourself off from the sociality that generates the meanings that you're trying to deal with.
ものすごく関連的な言葉を使いながらものすごく具体的なことを話すんですよね。でそのエネルギーすごくある人だと思うんだけど、とにかくそのアメリカンプラグマティズムというかプラグマティックなマルクス主義というかその力がすごく強いんですね。I want to be free, free like a bird in a tree. My viewpoint is sociological and historical. I want to be free, free like a bird in a tree. 3 times riper in the USA. 3 times riper in the USA is a ridiculous idea.
You can put anything to music. I can put, the phone book to music. That doesn't mean anything necessarily. But if you combine Elvis Presley, I Want to Be Free, with the labor theory of value, maybe something else that comes of this, what remains to be established is how much space we can carve out for this kind of information or this kind of approach.
A working class can kiss my ass, I got the boss's job at last. How many stairs must a man walk down before he can be called a man?
Heuristic violence.
「芸術行為にとって政治的イデオロギーや経済的要因は作品を左右する重要なエレメントである。そして芸術家のコンセプトを表す言語表現そのものも純粋な芸術行為である」とするコンセプチュアルアーティストの集団アート&ランゲージに名誉トンプソンは1973年から参加した。曲作りにおいて歌詞にこだわるトンプソンはアート&ランゲージの言語に対するアプローチにお互いの接点を見出した。
They've pursued a visual art course all the time. Together we've made records. I've been involved in producing some visual art from time to time. The music is my main practice, and the main thing that I brought to them was the possibility to explore music as a connection, as a ground where you connect up popular culture and high culture, where these two things kind of clash together.
そして彼らはオペラ「ビクトリーヌ」の制作にかかった。リアリティとイメージの関係をテーマにしたこの未完成のオペラ。世界で初めてその一部が発表されることになった。
when we have made abstract music, we have used conventional instruments. We've used rock and roll instruments, so to speak. And I stick to this because I do think that this instrument is capable. It's a portable piano, in a way. I mean, it's a relative of a piano.
A crumpled sheet encroaches on her waist, blocking the concave curve. No sense of harm is signified, no consciousness of fear. Her right knee rests, foreshortened more than fat, against the lower inside part of her unnaturally reduced left thigh.
The finished one, it will be, my wish is to make it on video, because I doubt seriously that serious opera houses will take it on unless we become very successful.
Was she caught flagrante with a lover, crime passionnel? We sure do discover some dolorous husband wandering nearby.
There'd be two figures, that's what you imply, or the marks of a struggle, suggestions of flight. Nothing I see suggests that you're right. Why the drapery, the amputation? Why the lack of perturbation?
Why the window removed from its casement?
Why does she seem so calm and complacent?
She has not so far been identified, though my officers have tried and tried. One person, to whom her name's unknown, when casually questioned, rents a room in a lodging house on the left bank. He knows her by sight, her and her rank, and he is sure he saw her in a bar the night she was killed.
This must take us far away. There's light, at least upon the scene.
We know the cafe, at least, where she'd been alone, but awaiting a rendezvous.
We've a tenuous lead we can now pursue. We should visit the Cafe 21 and start to root out some likely suspects.
今日はとりあえずレッドクレヨラ関係のアルバムだけを使うっていうコンセプトだったんで。レコードでミックスするっていうのもそういうアイデアだと思うんですけども、壊すっていうのもただ壊すんじゃなくて愛情を持ってなんていうかな、構築し直すっていうのも含めて僕の作業だと思ってます。
And I think that music will be largely determined, the shape of it will be largely, not to be determined, will seriously be affected by the shape of the law, the way that people are allowed to use things, for example. Because a lot of the troubles that people have had using samples and so on like that, this is silly because this information is just everywhere. People appropriate things every day. That's what learning is, So you take the things that are useful. There should be a sense maybe of common property on this kind of thing. How you achieve something like that, I have no idea.
I like to watch TV when all the cowboys sing and play guitars down on the range to her elegant, pretty legs. And when the sofa flattened and the fire burnt up my coat, on the garage wall where my coat was hanging up,
Thank you.
なんかわけわかんないことでも必ず意味がある。
その身体の表現そのものが意味を当然持ってる。
誰かが何かやってることから何かを見つけ出すっていう読み取りの問題だと思うんですけど、
それをこう読むという積極的なことをオーディエンスはしなきゃいけない。
Kunai. I think that there's also the general perception of anything is potentially instrumentally useful to the artistic process, and this characterizes this has impacted art in the same way it impacts business, in the same way it impacts the economy generally. The way the computer has invaded the workplace, everybody is forced to confront this reality. If you want to lock into the distributive networks, if you want to tap into the possibilities of connecting up to other people, it's certainly one way to go. But I don't advocate anything in the way of technology or form or anything else like that. I think, all I would say is that it's wide open. The world is full of possibilities, logical possibilities and potentials, and I try to exploit the ones that make sense to me if I can make sense out of how to do it.
Chicago for royalty.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you a million!
I think that, like at a personal level, people will begin to make more and more their own art, make their own forms of entertainment, will entertain themselves in their own way by picking from these things. The thing is, I'm not sure that art is conducive to anything apart from the feeling that it brings on the day. I think that, the only thing to recommend it is that it's a form of expression. And the thing that also recommends it is a form of political expression. It is one of the ways that we demonstrate that, we are here, right? And we're not, like we will not be ignored, and that we will determine for ourselves what the hell we are doing as much as possible.
28年間ギターを武器にして戦ってきた名誉トンプソン。社会に対して一定のスタンスを保ちながらも現実に顔を背けることもなく、ある時は辛辣に、ある時はユーモラスに選び抜いた言葉による攻撃の手を休めることはなかった。彼が過ごした東京での1ヶ月、貪欲に東京をそして日本を昇華した名誉トンプソンは次のプロジェクトで何を作り出すのだろうか。
This is the end, my friend. It's not over until Riverdale.
One word. One word. Over.